Hello, we're gonna do some fall glam makeup because I asked on my stories what you all wanted to see, and this was it. I'm looking like Farrah Fawcett. It's fine, we love her. We love her for us. But I am gonna pin my hair back a little bit. Okay, so let's pin this back. I put my hair up in like a little ponytail, and then I was like just trying to keep my pieces, like the pieces out of my face, and so we went with Farrah Fawcett today. Okay, you guys, we are doing a fall glam makeup look, but I'm gonna use a little bit of purple and a little bit of gold, so like a different type of like fall Halloween-y type vibe. If you want a color match to what I'm gonna use or any of the products, all you have to say is purple, 1, 2, 3, and we're good. Hello, friends. If you're new, tell me where you're watching from. So I'm going to use both Saint and a little bit of Celeste makeup. I'm going to do this right here. If you didn't know, I have been a Saint makeup artist for 3.5 years and a Celeste makeup artist for a year this month. So that's super exciting. So Saint just came out with this Plush Prep Spray. We have been waiting years for something like this. Okay, so this is going to have the hyaluronic acid. It's going to plump your skin. It's going to prep it for makeup. I really like the way it sprays compared to their Fixate spray. I'm just being very honest. You guys know I'm going to be very honest. So if you want to shop this, I have it as Shop Saint. You can go get this Plush Prep Spray. Really, really great. Everyone's been raving and loving about it. Hi from Baltimore. That is amazing. I had a skin check today, you guys. This is your reminder to go get your skin checked. Hi from Australia. I hope we come there soon with our Saint makeup. I had a biopsy on two areas of my elbow today. And then, yeah, so hopefully everything's fine. Hello from Indiana and Pennsylvania. I am going to start with my tinted moisturizer. My skin has been kind of dry since coming back from Europe. So instead of the BB cream, I'm going to use the tinted moisturizer. It's a little bit more glowy, a little bit more hydrating than the BB cream. So this is also in purple 1, 2, 3. This will be in the Shop Others section. But I have been loving this under my Saint makeup. As you can see, I have a lot of redness today. Honestly, it just depends on the day with how much redness I have. So it just does a really beautiful job covering this up. So this is like an Ilia dupe. You guys know what Ilia is, right? Let me see if I have one of them. Yeah, this is Ilia right here. Okay, she's like $50, $48, $50. And this is a total dupe. And I actually like the coverage and how this sits on my skin a lot better. So, I just love that. And I'm using number 2. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so I went and got my skin checked. It was actually like a year and 2 months compared to when I got it done last year. So I just went ahead and scheduled my appointment because they're just so far, like booked so far out. So I just scheduled my appointment for a year out. But I should hear in 2 weeks about that biopsy and what it is. So they had to like... And what's funny is... sad. What's funny is that I am someone that is hard to numb. Like the dentist always has to numb me more, that kind of thing. And she asked, she's like, do you have redhead genes? And I go, no. And I go, wait, yes, I do. My great grandma was redhead, and actually my niece is a redhead. So I think that redhead comes like probably on my side. So I probably have some redhead genes. And I guess like with that kind of stuff, like your body just metabolizes that stuff faster. I'm from South Carolina. All right, so I am going to use my Saint One Compact. Hopefully no one calls me during this time because I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb. And if it does and it pauses, don't worry, I'll be right back. So I'm going to use this One Compact makeup. This is the makeup that I've been using for 3.5 years. And I can color match you to this to an exact palette. I can color match you to only 4 colors. I can give you a full color match. But I'm going to go in with this brush right here. This is the smudge brush. Oh, it takes forever to numb you. Okay, so that is like a thing. That is so crazy. Yeah, they were kind of like laughing at me because she would go in after numbing me. And I'm like, oh, I can feel that because, you know, they have to like slice it off. And they were like, oh my gosh, you are hard to numb. And I have felt that also at the dentist's office. So now I'm glad I have like at least an answer for that. Okay, so I'm starting with my brightening highlight just because I have quite a bit of that tinted moisturizer on, so I have like quite a bit of coverage. And what I'm doing now is I'm going in with my contour, and the contour looks very scary in the tin, and it kind of looks scary when you first apply it, but you guys, I promise it's like really not scary. So I am just doing this one layer And I was using a 1 layer the other day with my Celeste products, and people were like, isn't this the Saint way? And I'm like, no, it's just a 1 layer way. Saint just happens to, I feel like Saint kind of paved the path for the 1 layer makeup situation. So I did it along my hairline. I'm going to add a little bit more since we are going kind of fall glam today. We're going to do like a fun eye makeup look. I'm really excited. How do I get my contour to go on so smoothly? I would suggest using a denser brush, but also my skin is really, really well prepped right now. So I'm using the smudge brush. Now this is not a brush that I use all the time. Usually I'm kind of lazy and go in with my detail brush, but I'm just kind of showing you guys the 1 layer today. I wanted to be like a little extra. So I'm going in with my main highlight, which my main highlight is a tad bit light right now because I have a self tanner on. So I'm just going in all the other areas that I don't have any color. So this just helps me, like this brush just helps me like precisely place the colors. So I'm showing you how this is truly like a 1 to 2 layer. Although I'm like someone that I'm like, give me all the layers. I don't care. Actually, no, that's not true. It just depends on the day. So I'm just filling in all those other areas that need coverage. And the nice thing is I already evened out a lot of my skin tone with that tinted moisturizer. So I don't need a whole lot. And then I'm taking that main highlight shade and I'm going kind of right underneath my eyes right there. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my detail brush. Now, when I color match you, you need a brush. You guys, please do not skip with the brush. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? I promise you, I was the girl. Okay, now I'm going to do my Fixate spray. This is also by Saint. This is better than the one they currently have. If you guys have been watching me for any amount of time, you notice that I don't ever use the Saint spray because I don't like it. This one is much better. I really do like this one. The thing I don't like about it is it comes out like in a hose. So I don't love that. Like my eye right now. Don't love that. So that is like one thing I'd be like, hey, can we change that? That would be something I would change. You just became a Saint artist and you always learn so much from me. Oh, you're welcome. That is so amazing. How is your Saint artistry life going? So many people have asked questions like, wait, are you going away? Cause like things change with Saint. It's like, no. I'm still sharing the makeup. The only thing that changed with Saint is the team aspect. So like you guys know how I have a team at Celeste. It's just like that Saint team isn't there, but that doesn't change like how I share the makeup or my customers. It changes nothing for you guys. Okay, so I did spray that Saint Fixate. It's called the Fixate spray. The Fixate spray before I started blending, and this is just gonna make sure that like your creams like stay. Like really stay. I'm adding a little bit more right here because I do have a little redness. It's just, she's going to just stay in place a lot better. And as you guys can see, like, look, I am not swirling. I'm not doing a bunch of swirling. I'm literally just tapping this color in. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that brightness out. Now all I have to blend is my contour. So as you can see, it didn't take very much. So slow. Oh, yes. The eyeshadows are so good. I know. I will say Saint has some of the best eyeshadows. And if you guys didn't know, I've been a makeup artist for like 13 years or something. So but I've always played with makeup. But I do like brides, or I used to. I didn't do many this last summer. So I do bridal events. And I just, out of all of them, Saints are just so good. Their eyeshadows are just so stinking good. They're more affordable than like MAC, but they're just as pigmented. And you actually get more product. So it's kind of cool. Okay, so I am flicking this color up. So as you can see, I'm barely pressing my brush down. And look, I just flick. So I'm not pressing in really hard. That's where a lot of people have kind of that, you know, the contour goes away if you blend too much, okay? If you blend too hard. So now I'm just going to kind of swipe this color down. And if I'm just doing a basic look, this takes me no more than like 3 minutes. And then my mascara, that would take me like an extra 2. Yeah, I'm doing the GLP-1. Yes. So the GLP-1 that I'm talking about, it's not injections. It's a totally natural thing that I'm doing. My collagen company that I've been using for a year came out with it. You guys, it actually went on back order today. So I knew we were going to sell out of it. It was a way bigger launch than they anticipated. Like it has to be by like 2.5 times bigger. Right? Is that how it, or like maybe 4 times bigger. It was like amazing. I'm just so excited. Thousands of you guys got it, but don't worry, it's going to come back, and they're working really hard to try and get it back sooner than they anticipate. So, you're on day 4. Yay! My husband is on day, what's today? Thursday, so he is also on day 4. I think he's also on day 4. He's lost 3 pounds. He feels so good. You guys, my husband, okay, aren't so many husbands like this? Like, you're like, hey, come on, you're like a little naggy. I'm such a naggy brat. I'm like, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Because he's in between jobs right now. He's switching departments. And normally I'm just like a little naggy brat. Not like mean. And this week I'm like, what? You got so much done. He's like an Energizer bunny. And he was on the semaglutide, like the injections, and they made him so like blah. So like he could hardly get anything done and so tired, and he would feel really, you're down 3 pounds in 4 days. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. So yeah, he's sleeping better. He did want to take a nap yesterday. His body's adjusting, so like his gut is getting all back, where it should be. And so he did want to take a nap yesterday, but he was able to power through and slept well and was up this morning, and he's already gotten a bunch done. And he's like craving all the vegetables. Like I can't, like, this man loves him steak and potatoes. I don't think I've seen him reach for like a carb in like 4 days. It's really cool. Okay, so I am adding black cherry. Black cherry is not talked about enough. It is actually a color I recommend to a lot of people, but look how pretty it is with this shirt. And then we're gonna add it right here. So yeah, he is feeling really good. And we need to do his before pictures because he's already lost weight. I'm like, oh shoot, we gotta do your before pictures, Mitchie. So I don't even care if he loses weight. I mean, he cares. But how he's feeling and how he's not feeling like the ick after eating, and he like is up and moving around and getting so much done. I'm just so excited for him to feel so good. The last time that he took his injection, he got really sick, if you know what I mean. Like, and I was like, we're done. I was like, we're done with this. You're on day 8. You haven't lost any weight, but your sleeping energy is yes. Just keep going. Just keep going. Oh my gosh, the sleep and energy is insane. Like people have asked me, they're like, once you hit your goal weight, if you want a strong black cherry color, how would you do that? I would grab Renaissance and then add black cherry over top. But people have asked me, like, once you hit your weight, are you going to stop taking it? I'm like, if I could feel like this for the rest of my life, I've never felt this good. No, I will take it forever. I don't even care. I will give up going out to eat 2 nights a week so that I can afford, or 2 nights a week, 2 nights a month so I can afford to have this forever in the rest of my life. I mean, I have never felt this amazing. You guys know when I started Rise back in February, like I was like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. And I still take Rise because I love it. But like this is like a whole nother level. And a clear head, I know. The clear head is where it's at. I just don't get it. I mean, I do get it because I went and met with a scientist, but I'm just like, how is this possible? Okay, so I am prepping my eyelids because we are going to do like a purple bronzy color. So very like Halloween-esque, but like not scary Halloween because I don't like scary Halloween. I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. But we are going to do this. And because I am going to be using some darker colors, I'm going to go ahead and set underneath my eyes. That way, if I have any eyeshadow fall down below, I can just brush it off really fast and it won't stick to my creams. Day 1, feeling fabulous, you guys. I'm so excited for you. Like okay. I haven't been this excited since sharing about Rise in February, and I think I'm more excited about this because I just feel like there's finally hope for people. And while I felt like that with Rise isn't any kind of like weight loss. It's not GLP-1 hormone activator. So it's different. And I just haven't been this excited about since Rise, but also 16 years ago when I started Advocare. Do you guys remember Advocare? I've been taking Spark for 16 years and I have recently replaced it with Axio. I haven't had a Spark, I think, in 1 month. 16 years drinking one drink. I finally replaced it. I mean, I would like skip Spark sometimes and do Rise instead or whatever, but I never fully got rid of Spark. I'm not saying I'm going to. I even said, I'm like, I'll never get rid of Spark, but now I'm like, but will I? So anyway, I am just blown away. I just haven't been this excited sharing something in, besides Rise, but Advocare. I used to do Advocare like pretty heavily, like when I was doing college and I was like a college athlete. I really loved Advocare. Team anxiety and ADD, and I don't have racing thoughts. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think that's my husband too, and I think that's me. Okay, if you haven't tried the Axio, you have to try the Axio. So I like, for me, my favorite, sorry, I came back with a cough because everyone on our flights, both ways, were just hacking a lung when we were going to Europe and coming from Europe. So my favorite, even my sister-in-law, her and my brother have drank Spark for years, and I gave her Axio. She's like, oh my gosh, we have to get your brother on this. Like, she said that. She said that in Europe, and I'm actually ordering it for her as soon as I get off this live. I just actually texted her right before I came on, and I was like, hey, do you want me to order you some Axio? So the Axio that is my favorite is the strawberry that's caffeinated, and then the decaf, yes, we have decaf, grape. Oh my gosh. The grape is so good. If you guys like Spark, like the grape Spark, if you've ever had that, it tastes just like that. It's like a Kool-Aid, like a really good Kool-Aid. Okay, so I put Mama in my crease, and then I put Lullaby all over my lid, and then I'm just going to kind of deepen that purple. Yeah, okay, so I just told you guys what I'm using on my eyes. So Mama first, then Lullaby. Okay, now I'm going to go into... I either have Amethyst or Revival here. I think Revival might be a little bit more in the color scheme. Sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. I don't feel sick at all. I just have this like little cough. It's really annoying. Okay, so I'm just popping Revival. And if you guys have any questions about what I'm talking about, this GLP-1 stuff, I have a highlight bubble in my profile. So if you just get off this Instagram, if you're on my Facebook, you're going to have to because this will post to Facebook afterwards. You're going to have to travel over to my Instagram and go look at my weight loss bubble. And it will kind of give you like a real big lowdown on what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm adding Revival to the inner and outer corners. This is where that Fall Glam is going to come. You always start with less and work your way up, okay? Okay, so tap, tap, tap. Come up here. And I'm going to now kind of swirl this in. Just make sure this is really, really well blended. Hi, you guys. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't have too much of that dark purple like in the very corner. And I'm going to take a little bit more of Lullaby and kind of make sure these are all together. So the trick, especially when you're using darker colors, is to start with lighter colors and build up, okay? So build up. Yeah, if you guys want a link to the Axio, just message me after this and I can send you the link. Some people really like the lemonade. My husband really liked the lemonade yesterday. I like dragon fruit. He does not like the dragon fruit. So that, I think it's just a personal preference. But lemonade seems to be kind of a universal one that people like. It was a little mild for me. But that's what, I don't know. I like a lot of flavor. Maybe that's why I like Spark, because it has a lot of flavor. But Spark really just wasn't doing much for me anymore. I just really loved the flavor of it. And so I kind of feel like I get everything. What's the difference between the new Feather Light Press Powder and the OG one? Oh, great question. So we do have, let me grab it. So we do have our new Feather Dust Powder. It looks like this. So let me tell you about that as I'm kind of blending here. So, the Feather Dust Powder is supposed to keep you still pretty dewy. So, whereas the Vanilla Dust was really intended to kind of more mattify to set your makeup, the Feather Dust is like, it feels like, I can't actually even explain it. It feels like silk. The very first time I felt it, I was like, what is this? It feels kind of like a cloud. And that seemed to be kind of the theme of a lot of our new releases, is just very cloud-like. But if you prefer like the more like dewier type of action, that's what I would go for. The Vanilla Dust, I actually kind of stopped using the Vanilla Dust like a year or two ago just because, I don't know, I just liked loose powder a little bit better, but this feather one is really pretty. Is the new powder similar to the one you use, Celeste? No, it is not similar to that. The Celeste one is definitely blurring, and yeah, and then this feather dust one is definitely very like light. Okay, so I'm just kind of doing this. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that Lullaby and I'm going to come under, and you guys know I rarely do eyeshadow under the eyes here, but we got to kind of pull this a little bit together. Okay, this is where I'm going to do, kind of make it some fun. So we're going to use Bright Eyes. I'm going to use my finger here, and kind of this gap that I have going on, I'm just going to press this into it. So this is very like, oh, Halloween-y, but not, you know, not black vibes. Not like the black and purple Halloween. We're going to do more the gold purple Halloween. How fun is that? And this will look good on any eye color. Okay, so I have my purple kind of higher. That's because this is a little bit more glam, but once I put my mascara on, it will look really good. Okay, so I'm popping this in here, and I'm just using my finger to kind of blend this out. So, as you heard, so many of our people are doing so well on that. Okay, but that had nothing to do with what I'm talking about today. our glam. All right, so now all I need is, Stephanie, I miss you too. You guys, Stephanie is like my girl. She's my saint girl. We just spend, yes, Blondie would be so pretty here too. So would Foxy, or Ginger, like the orangey. Oh, I should have done that. That would have been way more Halloween. That would have been way more fun. So Stephanie and I spent so much time together on the cruise. I was just on our 8-night cruise, but we were out of like the country for 12 days, I think. Well, 2 of them were travel days. So technically 10 days, I think, out of the country. And Stephanie took her sister, and I took my sister-in-law. So it was like it was just like super fun. But look how pretty this little combo is. Do we like this combo? Okay, so I can match you guys to this makeup right here. I need to do my eyebrows still because I have like a tin moisturizer all over them. So this combo, because it is purple, is going to look good on any eye color. Purple is such a pretty contrasting color for both blue and green, and then it just really brings out richness of brown eyes and hazel eyes. So this is just going to be a really pretty combo. Even if you only use like one, say you're like, Kayla, I just want one color to use that will look pretty and make my eyes pop, you can use, especially for more mature eyes, you can use Mama or Lullaby, and that will make your eyes totally pop. So I'm just kind of feathering out my eyelashes here. And oh, I'm seeing how bad I need to pluck my eyebrows. Do you guys see that? Yeah, that's cute. Except I don't pluck mine. I just shave them off. I just shave off my little eyebrow hairs. Okay, so I'm just finishing here. Now, typically a lot of people like to have mascara on the bottom. I just really don't. And what's funny is I used to be a huge mascara on the bottom person, but I just feel like my eyelashes just look so unbalanced now. Yay, I'm glad that you like it. Because my bottom lashes are just as long. But if I do them, I just like barely tap them. And so just to get like, I accidentally did that there. That's what I would do. All right, I do need to fill in my brows a little bit, and then I'll show you guys the final look. Except I don't know where my brow pencil is. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe I won't do that. All right, I'll find my brow pencil and do it later off camera. But that one lash that sticks and never separates, I always have this. I know, right? It's like whatever. So there we go, you guys. I did set with the Celeste powder, which you guys know I am so obsessed with. I actually haven't found a powder I love more than this yet. I like it more than Laura Mercier. My friend likes it more than her Hourglass one, and it's less expensive. So, okay, you guys, I love you so much. If you have any questions about anything I use, you just go ahead and send me a DM or comment below. Now that I'm about to post this, I'll be able to see it. Okay, love you.